In the bustling city of Lagos, where the sound of honking cars and shouting vendors never seems to stop, lived a man named Tunde. He was a taxi driver, not the richest, not the most educated, but everyone who knew him said the same thing: Tunde has a good heart. Every morning before sunrise, he would whisper a short prayer, kiss his wife Amaka on the forehead, and start his long day on the road. But that morning was different. The rain had been falling all night, and the streets were flooded. Still, Tunde got behind the wheel, determined to make enough money to buy medicine for his sick son, Kolechi. As he drove through the misty roads, he saw a man waving for a taxi near an old bridge, a tall, well-dressed man with a leather briefcase. "Good morning, sir," Tunde greeted as the man entered. The stranger only nodded. His suit looked expensive, and his shoes were spotless despite the mud. He spoke in a low tone, "Ikoyi, please. And hurry." The drive was quiet. Only the hum of the rain and the soft beat of an old radio filled the car. Tunde glanced at his passenger through the mirror. The man seemed lost in thought, tapping his fingers nervously on the briefcase. After half an hour, they reached Ikoyi. The man got out quickly, leaving behind a thick brown envelope on the back seat. Tunde called out, but the man had already disappeared into the rain. When Tunde picked up the envelope, his heart almost stopped. Inside were bundles of Naira notes. It looked like millions. His hands trembled. He looked around, hoping the man would return, but no one did. He drove home in silence that night, the envelope beside him like a ghost whispering in his ear. "Your son needs medicine. Your rent is due. No one will ever know." But deep inside, another voice whispered louder, "It's not yours, Tunde." That night, sleep refused to come. Amaka noticed his silence. "What's wrong?" she asked softly. He hesitated, then told her everything. She looked at him for a long time, tears filling her eyes. "Tunde," she whispered, "we may be poor, but if you take what isn't ours, we will lose something more precious, our peace." And that's when Tunde made his choice. Early the next morning, before the sun rose, Tunde put on his old jacket and held the envelope close to his chest. He drove back to Ikoyi, hoping to find the man. He asked guards, shopkeepers, and street vendors. No one knew him. Some even laughed. "Brother, you found free money and you're looking for the owner. You must be mad," one man said. But Tunde smiled sadly. "Maybe I am," he replied, "but I'll still look." For 3 days, he searched the city, from Victoria Island to Surulere, asking everyone if they had seen a man in a dark blue suit with a leather briefcase. His fuel ran out, his stomach growled, but he didn't stop. On the 4th day, when he was about to give up, he saw a poster outside a bank: "Reward for lost document briefcase, call this number." The name on it was Mr. Edwale Johnson. With shaking fingers, Tunde called. The voice on the other end sounded shocked. "You found it. Please, come to Johnson Holdings immediately." When Tunde arrived, he was led into a massive office building. The same man he had driven sat behind a polished desk, eyes wide with disbelief. He stood up and hugged Tunde like a long-lost brother. "You don't know what you've done," Edwale said. "That briefcase had documents worth more than the money itself. Everyone told me Lagos people don't return lost things. You proved them wrong." He tried to hand Tunde a huge bundle of cash as a reward, but Tunde stepped back. "Sir, I didn't do it for money. I just wanted to sleep with a clear conscience." Edwale stared at him, speechless. Then he smiled slowly. "Tunde, you just passed a test you didn't even know you were taking." 2 weeks later, Tunde's life changed forever. One morning, a letter arrived at his home. It was from Edwale. Inside was a job offer: driver supervisor at Johnson Holdings, with full benefits and a salary he had never dreamed of. Amaka burst into tears. "You see, my husband. God saw your honesty." Tunde smiled, holding her close. "I only did what was right." Months passed, and Tunde became one of the most trusted men at the company. Edwale treated him like family. One evening, as they drove through the same bridge where it all began, Edwale said, "You know, Tunde, that day I left the envelope on purpose." Tunde looked shocked. "On purpose?" "Yes," Edwale nodded. "I'd been searching for someone honest to manage my new transport branch. So I pretended to forget that envelope. You were the only one who called back." For a long moment, silence filled the car. Tan's eyes glistened as he realized the truth. His honesty had not just saved him, it had found him his destiny. As the city lights reflected off his windshield, he whispered, "Sometimes, doing the right thing feels like losing, but it's actually the beginning of winning." That night, the rain returned, but this time, it felt like a blessing washing away every struggle, every doubt, and every fear. And somewhere deep in the heart of Lagos, people still tell the story of the taxi driver who refused the million naira and gained the world instead.